EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At their own 26-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Miller. That one into the hands of Flowers. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6. At the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, Miller. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's taken in by his big tight end. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
This offense is coming out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch, and the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And his pass incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. And it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Miller. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. The gun. They'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move them?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. You talk about this Miami defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
A tackle made by Dorian Williams. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. He leaves this one for Howard. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. He's got a man, complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson now. They set up the screen for Henry. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. The Ravens at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? You talk about this Miami defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Howard up the middle. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Report! 13. Hey, no, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Through with a juke. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd and 2. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Miller. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's up to the 45.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to put a drive together. Now Miller throwing to start the drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Up the middle, Achane. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2nd down and 3. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the ground, Achane. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll run for it with Achane. Shrugs him off. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They motion the running back out left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! Devon Achane with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
Ravens 10.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
Jackson. And Walker has it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Jackson. And he is caught. And he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 64 yards.
And the Ravens have regained the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, report. You. Go ahead.
Here's Jackson to throw. And we'll go right back to Andrews. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A give to Howard up the gun. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Running from the gun with Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Miller. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Miller. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, they run with Howard. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on in.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Henry billing his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest. and there he goes.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Miller. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down.
First down. An 8-yard pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Miller. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Miller from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he slides to avoid the hit.
And the Dolphins, 1st down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
1st down, Miami.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Third down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper, and it's second down. This time, Jackson will throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
180.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ravens 34, Dolphins 24.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again to Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Henry up the middle. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
The quarterback sacked. Odisa Isaac on the tackle.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. Miller. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Miller. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes
once more. Nabi Matabike in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the next.